What is going on, collective? How you doing? So, I told y'all I was going to do a video about why I go so hard for you know who. Ophiuchus, my man, my man, my man. Nah, Ophiuchus is a snake bearer, okay? And the snake bearer, the best way I can put this for y'all so that y'all understand. My AC just came on. I'm like, where that air came from, which is funny. So the best way that I can put this information to help you understand as a beginner or someone who is reawakening. Thank you, Spirit. Um, you know the 12-month calendar. A lot of you know it. We go by it. We live by it. We adjust to it because it's within our society. Okay. In that 12-month calendar, there's 12 months, and every month is associated with a zodiac sign. So you got 12 months, 12 zodiac signs. Every zodiac sign is in a group of three. So you have four elements, a group of three zodiac signs. Thank you, Spirit. So you have earth, you have water, you have fire, and you have air. Gemini, Aries, Capricorn, Pisces. Okay? So it's either you're a water sign, fire sign, earth sign, air sign. Right? The way Spirit and my spirit team showed me with Ophiuchus and why Ophiuchus is so important, imagine all of our zodiac signs, the constellations, sitting at a round table. I don't know what's going on with my timer, but we're gonna keep going. Sitting at a round table, and Ophiuchus is missing. Okay, they got a problem, and the problem is that people are not waking up. People are allowing their mind to be manipulated. Okay, and so your spirit team, your ancestors are trying to really get through to you guys, but there's only certain information that's coming through. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Next year is 2026. When you calculate 2026, you see that it's a 1. This year is 2025, which is a 9. Nines are about endings, divine feminine energy, waking up, birthing out something new. There is a new collective of people that are meant to accomplish the very contract, one, that they assigned to, the assignment. I don't know how else to say that. They are the ones that are meant to fulfill that contract. And a lot of us are way behind schedule. So when I told y'all about the elements, you have these elements in the 12-month zodiac and calendar arena. When you work on your healing, when you work here, you come here, you know that you're here for a purpose. We all know this, we feel it in our gut. But you're always trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. Or if you think you've accomplished some things, but then you still go to sleep at night, you still have something in your gut or in the back of your mind saying, I'm supposed to do something else. I just don't know what it is. It's because you have not activated the very house that Ophiuchus stays in. And the reason that is, it's your soul, it's your spirit crying out. It's your spirit team. It's the karmic debt that was passed on to you through your matriarchal line, the umbilical cord, through DNA, through plasma, through spirit, right? That you need to accomplish. But you haven't done that because you don't know that. You don't understand that. And that's what they bank on. They bank on you going hard for this 12-month calendar, because the more energy you put into it, the more you stay in this elusive state. Okay? You don't activate. You continue to keep going through these cycles, okay? And people are getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. They want change. They want better. They want success. They want fulfillment. So when you're working on your healing journey, collective, right? You go mind, body, and soul. So mind and body and soul means your spirit, okay? So you're working on your mind, you're working on your body, but how do you work on your spirit if you're going by an illusion? If you're going by tapping into houses that don't have Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is the snake bearer. It's the healer, the transformation, okay? The activation of your kundalani. It is your headspace, your higher consciousness that is speaking to you, crying out to you, saying, I need you to do this. This is what you were sent here to do. When are you going to work on this? But you keep staying focused on what holiday it is, how many days of the week. We keep saying happy Friday, oh God, it's Monday. I'm trying to prepare for the week, clocking into a system that does not serve any good or purpose for you. It's because you're in the wrong timeline. And Ophiuchus would already have you in the mindset and the spirit set to reset, okay? Because Ophiuchus is the snake bearer, the spirit. So when you remove the spirit, then the mind is easier to control. So for me, my Ophiuchus is in my 7th house. Your 7th house rules your relationships, soul contracts, okay? Partnerships, business partnerships. When you come into this world, you are guaranteed to have a partnership, some type of relationship, whether it be with your parents, your ancestors, your friend down the street, a coworker, a best friend. You're meant to meet people along the way to learn lessons. When you're not activated, you can attract wounded partners. For me, that was my case all my life, okay? Not understanding, not being understood, not being able to connect to family members because they're not on my frequency. So I think I'm wrong when in all reality, we're just on 2 different frequencies, okay? So my 7th house is ruled by Neptune with Ophiuchus residing. So Neptune is about dreams, illusions, spirituality, deep spirituality, bringing things from the spiritual realm into the physical. So even though I didn't have all this information growing up, I was having dreams. I was having visions. I was having encounters, spiritual encounters that no one could explain. The church couldn't help me. And so this was making me feel like I was going crazy, okay? So when I finally, after decades, okay, I'm not trying to tell my age, when I finally came across this information, this is why I go hard, because it made so much sense. And so when I was led to look at my Ophiuchus placement and the house that it reside, I am responsible for waking up the collective. When I activate, right, I have more spiritual sensitivity. I turn pain into wisdom. So before I was activated, I had to go through a series of karmic wounded partners, overgiving, losing myself to relationships, being confused in my spirituality, what path I'm supposed to be on, and my emotional dependency. And then when I became activated, all that pain that I went through is now what I'm supposed to express to the collective. Now I'm supposed to be able to relate and have empathy and compassion. Now I can have restoring relationships that are spiritually spiritually aligned, okay? I'm able to have, kingdom unions, partnerships. I'm able to attract and align with the right people because I want a business that prospers. I want to have family. I want to have a tribe, but I needed to be activated first. So go to masteringyourzodiac.com, put in your soul coordinates, and come back and put in the comment space what your Ophiuchus resides in, what house, and what is the ruling planet, so I can help you activate and be in alignment to your soul purpose. I hope this helps. I love you guys. Stay tuned for the next video.